G'day guys, this quick video that I'm doing now, it's just an unboxing and going over some of the features and the specs, and then we're going to do part two. That's what we're filming now. We're going to do part two. We're going to go out and sight this thing and see how it actually performs anyway, so stay tuned for part two as well. G'day, my name's Darryl Webb. Today we're going to have a look at the Infrared TH35 version 2. This is a high-end thermal scope for rifles. Anyway, I'm going to do this video a little bit different. I'm going to do an unboxing, and I'm also going to go over its specifications and some of its features in this video. And then the next video, in a couple of weeks time, we'll have or maybe a week's time for you guys, we'll have a full review showing how it went in the field and how it all performed. Anyway, so when you buy it, you get this nice box, slides out the end. And inside that box is this unit. So this is just a nice little case for it all. This is a demo model. I'm not sure if everything that's meant to be in there is in there or not. This is just the way I received it, and I haven't actually set it up on a scope yet, but I don't know if it's been used or anything like that. Anyway, so I'll go over quickly what's in the case. So there's a cleaning cloth. There is some heated zeroing pads, so you open them up to the air and they go hot. They've got little stickies on the back, so you can stick them onto a target and help you zero. There is a set of 30mm rings. Pretty basic stuff, but I'm sure they will do the job. That's not in there, that's for me, that's something I'm doing with it. There is a USB-C cable for charging it and data transfer. There is a eyepiece, screws on the ends of the lens. That's a bag for something else. What else is in there? Allen key. Right, that's it pretty much there. Now I think from reading what should be on the box, on the front of the box, there should also be a quick start guide in there. There was no quick start guide in here with this one. Well, not that I could find, unless it's hiding somewhere I can't find it. But luckily enough, it is available online, so I was able to read through it. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the actual scope. That's the bit we're all interested in. Move that case out of the way. Alright, so sort of from the rear, there's an adjustable ocular. Set it right for your eyes. There is a 4-button feature there with a power button, screen brightness, palette selection there, and there is video and camera start-stop feature there. As we come up to the center, this is a zoom button, so if you just dial this, it will zoom in to different distances, magnifications, and also if you click it, it'll give you the quick menu, and if you long press it, it gives you the full menu. On the side here, there is a spot for an 18500 battery. 18500 sounds like a bit of a strange size. I'm used to 18650s, but I looked online and you can buy, high quality 18500 batteries pretty much delivered for a pair of them for under $30. Anyway, so that just extends your run times. Put that back on. And on the other side there is a cap for the USB-C. So take that off. The threads are all really nicely cut and whatnot on these, and it's all O-ringed. So, but there's a little light indicator on there. So when you put it on charge, the light goes red, and it changes when it's fully charged. So that's that for the charging. Battery life on the little chart says about 8 hours. I'm not sure if that's with or without the 18500 in there, but the idea is there's two inbuilt 18650s, and if you chuck an 18500 in, it'll use that first and then extends them. So if you're out in the field, you can carry a couple extra 18500s in there, and you can change it. Alright, now moving towards the front, there is the actual focus of the scope. So that's how you actually focus the picture. And there's a flippy cap with a 35mm lens on this particular model. This model and the TH50 V2, from everything I can sort of gather, they're pretty much the same unit, excepting for this has a base magnification of 2.5 times, and it has with the 35mm lens, it has a 1800 and something meter detection, and the TH50 it has the 50mm lens and a 3.5 times base mag, and the detection range is stretched out over sort of 2 kilometres. I can't remember exactly what it is, so you might want to look at that yourself, or I'll touch on it when we look in the in the specifications. Alright, so basically, quick things. I received this yesterday. I haven't even mounted it up to a firearm yet, so I'm not sure how it's all going to perform. But just quickly, I sat there, spent some time with it last night, went through its menus and seen how you do the zeroing and profiles and whatnot. And some of the interesting things that I found was that you can add 3 different guns. So you can put it on 3 different firearms, and then there's zeroing profiles 3 for each firearm. So for instance, if you were to put this on a 22, you might put a 50 meter zero, a 75 meter zero, and a 90 meter zero. And it's quickly, if you want to change it, just press it once, change it in there, click it again, and you've changed that zero. So you can actually do it on the fly while you're actually using the firearm, quite easy. But as I said, you can mount this up to, say, you might have a 223, a centerfire or something like that, or you might have an air rifle, and there are some reticles there that even have mil dots and whatnot, so you can use that like that on 3 different firearms. So maybe with some quick detach mounts, you can quickly swap it from firearm to firearm. Now for quickly over some specifications. The specs on this are fantastic. They're definitely a jump up from the version 1, and even comparison to other high-end models that's currently out in the market. There's some big features on this one. So we'll go over the specs for this particular one, the TH35. So it is an uncooled Vox sensor. The resolution is 640 by 512. The pixel size is 12 micron. The net D is sub 25, so this one's going to have a lot of detail on the target. That's really impressive numbers. The frame rate at 50 Hertz, it's 50 frames per second, so if you're tracking fast moving subjects like foxes and things like that, this is going to suit that really well. The ejection lens is 35mm. The field of view is 12.5 by 10 degrees. Linear field of view, height versus width at 100 meters is 21.5 meters by 17.5 meters. Optical magnification on this one is 2.5 to 10. The digital zoom is 1 to 4. Eye relief is 50mm. Extra pupil size is 6. The diopter extra pupil diameter is 6mm. Diopter is -5 to +3.5. Detection range for a human-sized target is 1800 meters. The display is an OLED, and it's 2560 by 2560. It's actually a round display, and it's 1.03 of an inch, or inches. And it looks fantastic, because when you're looking through it, it's actually like looking through a normal scope. It's a round circle. I'll put some shots up of that anyway. The built-in battery is 6600 milliamp hour and a replaceable 18500 battery. It says max operating time there at 22 degrees is 8.5 hours. External power supply, so you can't run it external on it if you need to, is 5V Type C. It's supported by the InfraRay app. It has photo and video recording sorted. Now, a big one for me, this one has a microphone, and I tested it, and yes, it actually works. There is microphone support for this. The microphone is actually this little tiny mark. Not sure if the camera will pick that up, but there's a little tiny set of mini holes there, and that is a microphone. That's fantastic. It has Bluetooth, because there is an optional rangefinder you can connect on this, and then it actually displays on the screen. It shows the distance, so that will be very neat. I haven't got that one of them here with me, so I can't test that feature, but it says in there that it's available and that it works. And it says that it displays on the screen. It's got 32 gig of memory. The IP rating is IP67. Operating temperature is -20 to +50. Max recoil power on rifles, weapons, joules is 6000 joules. Most of these things are rated sort of for up to about 300 Win Mag. Compatible mounts are standard 30mm rings. The weight without the 18500 battery is 1915 grams. The dimensions are 360 by 85 by 75. That's millimeters. So quite compact and not too heavy at under a kilo. So when you think of what's actually in there, that's quite a lot. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. And what I'm going to do is, as I said, probably for you guys in about another 1 week's time, I'll put another video up. And in that video, I'm just going to sort of show it set up on a rifle, and I'm going to go out and take it and use it. And then I'll be able to give my final thoughts and conclusion to what I think this suits and everything. I will do some pros and cons, and we'll throw a bit of hunting footage in with it too, so you actually get to see how it performs in the field. Anyway, on that note, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see part 2 of it, the full review, hit the subscribe button, and that should be up in a week or two. And anyway, on that note, bye for now.